Hi, I'm Jeremy Crosby.
And I'm Nick Boucher. We're the hosts for the program that's all about your city, Talking Fitchburg.
Every day, we pull together the news, events, and information you need to stay on top of what's happening in the city of Fitchburg.
Find Talking Fitchburg on cable TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and our live stream on the web. Plus, you can view all our headlines and stories on Facebook, YouTube, and our video on demand service. This is your city.
Keep up with Talking Fitchburg and the issues that affect you and your neighbors.
Want to know what's happening in your city? Get Notify Me messages from the City of Fitchburg. Visit fitchburgwi.gov on your computer or mobile device and select the big Notify Me button on the left. Enter your email and/or phone number, whichever is best for you to get notifications. Scroll down the list and select all the topics you're interested in to receive email or text messages about. You'll be notified every time one of your topics is updated. Sign up for Notify Me, one more way to keep up with your Fitchburg government.
All right, noting that it is way late, 6:49, I will call this meeting of the Public Safety and Human Services Committee meeting to order for September 24th, 2024. First item on the agenda is public appearances for non-agenda items, and it doesn't look like we have any of those. So we will move on to the consent agenda. We need a motion.
So moved.
Motions are made to approve the consent agenda, which includes some routine licenses and a change of agent for the Speedway on Fish Hatchery Road. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we'll move to Breakthrough T1D, formerly JDRF walk that they are having on Sunday, October 6th from 7:45 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. with amplified sound on at McKee Farms Park. We need motions made to approve. This is a recurring event that we've done many times. Do we have any discussion on this item? Seeing none, why didn't that load? There it is. It's usually a pretty big event. They're expecting over 500 people, so should be a good event. Seeing no other discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is Hot Musicals, which is Scott Glogowski with the Music Theater of Madison. They're doing a fundraiser to be held at McKee Farms Park on Thursday, October 10th from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. with amplified sound. This is also a recurring event, and this is a pretty fun event that I've visited a couple of times. Motion's been made. They're expecting about 50 people. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item is the Spartan Stampede, which involves St. James School. This is to be held at McKee Farms Park, 2930 Chapel Valley Road on Saturday, October 19th from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. with amplified sound. This is also an event that's been going on for a long time. Motion's been made.
So moved. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Motion's been made. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So then next we'll move to the Walk to Defeat ALS. This event is to be held at McKee Farms Park on Sunday, October 20th, 2024 from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. with amplified sound. We have Carrie Nevins here to speak with us about this event. Hello, Carrie. Please unmute your microphone. There you go. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. Tell us about your event.
Yeah, so the event has been in Madison for several years. We made the move wanted to make the move to McKee Farms Park, mainly because I love the space and it's really nice. Most of our attendees are in wheelchairs or need assistance walking, so we love the fact that it had flat walking paths and very wheelchair accessible. So the times I put on there, 7 a.m. is really when I will be there with volunteers setting up. We will be using Celebrations Entertainment for music that will start likely when registration starts at 8:30. And the event should wrap up around 11, and then the sound will be off with us just cleaning up.
Great. All right, and where is that thing? Where is that thing? You're expecting about 500 people or so?
Yes, that's about how many we had last year attend our Madison event.
Okay, groovy. All right, we need a motion.
So moved.
Any discussion on this event? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So your event has been approved, yay. All right, next we will move on to review of license applications. And this is for a Halloween block party, 9 Bark at the Moon with Stephen Davis. And this is to be held within the 5100 block of 9 Bark Drive, Fitchburg, Wisconsin. So the first item we have is the street closure permit, and this is to be on Sunday, October 27th, 2024, from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. So Stephen is up there. Hi! So tell us about your event. I know you and I talked about it.
Yeah, just a neighborhood block party, basically. We're the Halloween house in the neighborhood, so we wanted to give the kids an opportunity to come out and wear their costumes twice. So we figured we'd close off the street, have a food vendor there, have a couple of games and things for the kids, give them an opportunity to trick or treat, do a little parade on the street, and then call it a night at 9 o'clock.
Cool. Which food vendor are you going to have? Any idea yet?
We have one. I can't remember the name of them right now, though. Sorry.
All right, so we need a motion for the street closure permit.
So moved.
Motion's been made. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. By the way, I did want to note on that they did submit a petition that had the appropriate number of residents signing it, so that's good. The next item is for the same event to be held within the 5100 block of 9 Park Road, Saturday, October 26th from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. with amplified sound, and they're also having a rain date. We did have a rain date on the other one. Okay. The rain date would be on Sunday, and this is for the sound application.
So moved.
Motions are made to approve. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Have a fun time.
Good one.
And I'll
Thank you, guys.
probably drop by and see how things are going.
Perfect. We'll love it.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Next, we'll move on to what is this a permit application for? Oh, another street use permit for the Fitchburg Fire Department Annual Open House and Safety Day. This is a recurring event, but we still have someone from the fire department here, so yay. This is going to be at the 2900 block of Marketplace Drive. That's where Fire Station 2 is, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, and it's on October 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You want to tell us about the event?
Yeah, happy to. So we've moved our event from our Fire Station 1 at Lacey Road, where it's traditionally been held, over to Fire Station 2. And the reason for the move is our open house will coincide with Oak Bank's pumpkin giveaway.
Ah,
So I reached out to Oak Bank and asked them if it made any sense for us to host our open house over there at the same time so that we can make it sort of a family event. They were in favor of it. I reached out to all the neighbors that might be affected by the street closure. Everybody was in favor of it. And we're just looking to close the street right in front of Fire Station 2, mostly as a safety issue, because we know that we'll have families crossing the street back and forth. And it's much easier just to provide a safe passage for them.
will the fire engines still be able to get in and out if they need to?
They will. My current plan is to stage the fire engines that are responding at either end of the closure so they can get out appropriately. People will still be able to see them, and everybody will do the same with Fitchburg EMS. They'll have an ambulance there, both as show, but one also that's probably on duty, and they'll be able to get out without difficulty.
Great.
There's Dave.
All right. Yeah, I see Dave has joined us now. Hi, Dave. All right. So yeah, I know the fire department open house has been going on, gosh, as long as I've been around, probably longer. So it's a good event, and I encourage everyone to attend. How many people did you have last year, by the way? Do you know?
Last year, unfortunately, the weather didn't help us out last year, so our attendance was around 100, maybe 120.
Oh.
We're hoping for good weather this year, and we're hoping that both Oak Bank and the fire department benefit from each other's events.
Excellent.
So I'm really hoping that we have a much higher attendance this year.
Yeah, well, Oak Bank always has a big crowd for their pumpkin events, so this should be good. All right, so we need a motion to approve.
So
Motion's been made. Any discussion? Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thanks, Mark.
Excellent. Thank you. I hope you guys can all make it.
Yeah. All right, then we have consideration, we're moving on to the Fall Food Truck Festival. So we have the consideration for an application for a large-scale festival event, including a sound permit for Four Winds Farm Fitchburg Fall Food Truck Festival. That's a lot of F's. Man. So moved. Motion's been made to approve. Is this what Kinsey is here for? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Kinsey. So tell us about your...
Hello. So we had the food truck festival last year. It's on October 13th from 11 to 3 p.m. We're going to have 8 food trucks, the bar open, and we'll have live music. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have live music.
Yeah.
What all food trucks will be in attendance, if you know off the top of your head?
Oh, gosh.
It's cool.
We will have Sin City Smash. We have Common Pasta, Thailand in a Truck, The Roost, KC Taste Asian Cuisine, Sandwich Hub, Little Birdie's Treats and Coffee, and Tapatio's Mexicana.
Oh, good. Cool. All right. Well, you made a motion, right? We have a motion to approve the sound permit, so any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So then we've got the consideration of a request for a change in the current licensed premise description for their alcohol permit for this event. Can you just describe quickly for us what is changing?
Yeah, so our parking lot is blocked off for this event, so we'll have our bar in the parking lot where the food trucks will be.
Gotcha. Because we didn't
Say
get
this.
Can I ask where the cars are going to park?
We have a overflow parking lot, so it's just like a grass lot.
Okay.
All right. Any, so we need a
I'll move
motion.
approval, Jay.
Dave moves approval of the premise location change. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Then motion carries. So we will move on. I'll be attending that event too. I've got so many things to go to this month. It's very exciting.
You do the best job.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Kenzie.
Next, we are moving on to operators licenses needing special attention, and that must be you.
Yeah.
So you are Crystal. Why are you here?
I have a really bad criminal background. I just turned my life around a couple years ago, and I originally work at UW Health. But I needed some extra cash because when you're first getting on your feet, you have a lot of stuff to pay off. And I got introduced to Chrissy, who works with Buffy Services, and she is very like pro sobriety and stuff like that, and just pro recovery. And she's like, she gave me a chance, and it was fun, and I needed the extra cash on the weekends, and my background always scares me, so I'm here to answer any questions or anything you guys have for me.
Well, I'm just looking over this list that we have here.
Of my background.
Yeah. So, I mean, you had stuff in 2017 and 2018 and 2016.
Yeah, something just popped up from 2022 that I'm dealing with right now, but it's not like drug or alcohol.
Right, I see that one. The older ones don't really bother me that much. This one because it's been a while and you haven't had anything new in those lines since then. Unauthorized use of an entity's identifying information or documents conspired.
I'm fighting it. Well, not fighting it, but I'm going to court for it right now.
So you haven't been convicted yet?
No, they're
What
trying to
is-
drop it down to a misdemeanor because I've turned my life around and I was a very, very small chunk of a big conspiracy of this guy that stole a credit card from his old job, and yeah.
I see. Well, generally our view here is we like giving people second chances and we support people being employed. So those are all good things.
I like that.
Did you have a chance to look through any of this, Dave?
I did. Crystal, I guess I'd ask why this?
Why bartending? I know it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
That's why I'm asking. I'd like to hear from why. Put yourself you put yourself in harm's way a little, I guess, is what I would say here.
I will admit, I didn't think I could do it at first, but I have not drank in, let's see, I did on July something, because my ex died of an overdose, and I had one drink at his funeral, but before that it was almost 7 months. I lost both my parents to alcohol, so alcohol's not a problem for me. Do I like what I do? Not really, because I don't like dealing with drunk people, but it's the extra cash that I need right now. And do I want to do it forever? No, heck no. I have way bigger goals on my mind, but it's just, Chrissy had given me a second chance, and she's like one of the coolest bosses. Like, she is so pro, like, recovery and just doing good for yourself, and she just understands, I guess. And it's definitely not something I want to do for a long time. It's kind of just temporary.
Okay. Do you have a sponsor?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And
That's all I had, Jay.
Yeah, this is at Four Winds Farm, which is not like a bar. It's mainly going to be special events.
Bucky's is a catering service,
Yeah.
so she's not bartending at
Right.
per se like a bar.
A bar, no. It's mostly weddings and events.
So yeah, I mean, go ahead, Dave.
Well, only thing I add, we certainly believe in second chances. We want people employed that are willing to work. We just ask, we're placing our trust in you. Keep that in mind as elected officials. We're in charge of protecting the public. So understand, when we take this vote, the trust we're putting in you, and please keep that in mind. We will wish you the most success in this, but understand where we're coming from too. That we're putting our trust in you. Please take that seriously, I guess.
I definitely I understand because some days I don't even understand how I did the things I did and how I treated the people I loved the way I did, but it's like totally different when you're sober. It's totally different. So I take that as an honor. I do. I definitely get where you're coming from. I didn't think this was gonna go like this because I know my background. I know what I did. So I'm just grateful, and I take that as an honor. So.
Well, we also appreciate the fact that you came to the meeting.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we have situations like this, people don't just don't show up. So coming to the meeting says that you're willing to do some things. And I come from a family where alcoholism was rampant, and there's a couple of bartenders I know in Fitchburg who are sober right now.
Yeah. And
sometimes you have to make the choices that you have to make because that's what it takes to continue surviving. So thank you for coming. And do we have a motion? Motion has been made to approve. Any discussion? Hearing no more discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So congratulations.
I'm gonna cry. I'm nervous.
Thank you. We just have one announcement, which is our next meeting's on October 8th, and then we are up to adjournment.
So moved.
Motion's been made to adjourn. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.